When the sun rises over the northern mountains of China, its first rays touch a stone that remembers more than any book. This stone has witnessed the birth of empires, the death of dynasties, the cries of soldiers, and the silence of the dead. This is the Great Wall of China. It did not appear overnight. It was not intended to be a wonder of the world. And it is not at all what it is often imagined to be. Today, we will walk along its walls, not with our feet, but through time, to separate myth from reality. Many centuries before China became a unified state, these lands were divided among warring kingdoms. To the north lay the endless steppes. There were no cities, no walls, only the wind, horses, and peoples who lived by war. To the settled farmers of the north, these nomads seemed like ghosts. They appeared suddenly, plundered settlements, and vanished just as quickly. It was then that an idea was born, a wall. Not as a symbol of greatness, but as an act of despair. Each kingdom built its own defense lines of rammed earth, wood, and stone. These walls were not unified, nor were they grand, but they were the beginning. In 221 BC, a man appeared who changed history forever, Qin Shi Huang, the first emperor of a unified China. He did not only conquer his enemies. He ordered the destruction of the old borders between the kingdoms and, at the same time, commanded the unification of the northern walls into a single system. It is from this moment that the legend of the Great Wall of China is born. But at what cost? Hundreds of thousands of people were driven to the wall, peasants torn from their families. Soldiers. Criminals. Prisoners of war. They worked without choice and without hope. In the mountains, amidst frost and snow. In the deserts, under the scorching sun. Food was scarce. Tools were primitive. People fell from exhaustion and never stood up again. There was a proverb, every stone in the wall is someone's bone. Many of the fallen were not buried. Their bodies became part of the embankment. Thus, the wall grew not only in length but in tragedy. After the death of Qin Shi Huang, the empire fell, but the wall remained. Each new dynasty rebuilt it in its own way, Han, to protect the Silk Road, Sui and Tang, as a frontier border, Ming, as a true military fortress. It was the Ming dynasty that created the stone wall with towers that we know today. It had garrisons, signal towers, warehouses, and roads for troops. It was no longer just a wall, it was a system of war. To the people, it seemed that such a structure could never be broken. But history proved otherwise more than once. The Mongols were not stopped by stones. They bribed guards, waited for gates to be opened from within, or bypassed weak sections. The wall's worst enemy was not an army, but human betrayal. In the 20th century, a new myth emerged, that the Great Wall of China is visible from space. It is a beautiful thought. But it is not true. From orbit, it is lost among the mountains and sands. Its color blends with the landscape. Astronauts have repeatedly admitted, without equipment, you cannot see it. And yet, even if it is not visible from space, it has forever remained in the memory of mankind. It is not just a defense. It is the empire's fear of chaos. It is an attempt to separate one's own world from the stranger's world. It is proof that a state is ready to sacrifice lives for the sake of security. The Great Wall of China is not a triumph. It is a warning. It reminds us that the world's greatest structures are built not only of stone, but of decisions that carry a high price. Today, tourists stroll where guards once stood. The wind wanders along the ramparts that once heard cries, orders, and prayers. And if you listen closely, perhaps the wall is still telling its story.